Hello and welcome to GroundTALK Live. My name is Simon and this is UKG United Core Ground. And as usual, on Mondays, it's all about the fans. It's you to log in, request to join in the show, join in the chat, have your say. Basically, you request to join on TikTok Live or on YouTube. We add you to the call and then we get to hear what you have to say. So, let me adjust my camera a little bit. Yeah, so it's all about the fans. As usual on Mondays, I don't talk much. I usually leave the fans to talk, to speak, and to have their say about United. Yesterday, we didn't have a good performance. Drew against Fulham. A lot of talk online about Amorim. There are a couple of guys who are Amorim in, others are Amorim out. Which side are you on? Do you want to keep Amorim in? Do you want him to leave? Sorry, today my camera is a bit off. Yeah, so are you Amorim in, Amorim out? Have your say. Let us hear what you have to say as I'm waiting for guys to join. Remember, we do this every Monday from 9 p.m. Today I'm a bit late. Like last week, it seems that TikTok always wants to update whenever I'm going live on Mondays. So I'll be having a look at it every Monday. So a bit of news. We know that Manchester United want to sign Sané Lamens from Royal Antwerp, and we are facing competition. We are facing competition from Galatasaray. We are facing competition from Inter Milan. So it is not a deal that has not yet been done. The clubs are still in talk. United and Antwerp are still in talks. And the keeper is not yet confirmed. We know that we need a keeper. We saw versus Fulham that the game wasn't good. We were always nervous whenever we were on goal. Whenever we were getting a set piece against us, for example, a corner, for example, a free kick. So Bayandia is not assured in goal. We don't know whether Onana will play this season or whether he'll play on Wednesday. Yeah, so that's part of the news. I'm seeing guys who are joining. Remember, this is GroundTALK Live. As you see, which side? Yeah, as you see, I can't point here. Oh, anyway, it's you to request to join live and have your say. Have your say. Have your chat. Today is all about you, the fans. I want to hear what you want to say. Send me a join request on TikTok. If you are on YouTube, I'll share the link where you can join the call, and let's have your say. Let's hear what you have to say about United, about the Fulham performance, about what United need to do. It's all about you, the fans. Today, ni maoni ya mafans. It's your day, it's your views. And as we promise, we'll be doing this every Monday. And in case if you don't want to talk or you don't have a good mic, just post your comment on the chat and I will read them live. I always read the live comments. So make sure you also you follow the page. We are also on YouTube. If you can go over there, let's say you're watching via your TV or you have your laptop in front of you and you want to use your phone on other things and don't want to be on TikTok live, yeah, we're on YouTube. You can go in there, United Core Ground. You'll see us on YouTube, or you go to the description in the profile, click on that link and it will take you to YouTube. And also make sure you give us a subscription. You've seen we are keeping improving. Today we have the live chat there. So once you post a chat, everyone is see. Today is all about you, the community, the followers, the members, the fan club members. I'm seeing Mohammed Kipto has joined us. Thanks for joining. Netro Savage Gamer, as usual. You always join on our lives and it's good to see you. So yeah, let's have a chat about United. But before I get any comments coming in or any join requests coming in, I'll just go through the news, what has been happening throughout the day since we were last live last night. And we've mentioned about Sané Lamens, the goalkeeper that United want to sign. There is competition that has come in. And United are, of course, in the front. They are front runners to get the keeper. The keeper has given United assurances that he wants to join. the deal between United and Lamens has been agreed, but the clubs are negotiating because the Royal Antwerp want 17 million pounds or around 20 million euros. So it's a deal that might happen sooner rather than later. It's a case of when, not if. But now with clubs coming in and putting in bids, who knows? Probably Royal Antwerp might say, okay, the highest bidder wins. If they've agreed with San Lamens that he wants to join United, then the advantage you might get is what we got with Sheshko, what we got with Mbumo, that they say, I'm only going to United. So reject all other moves, prioritize United. And that's the way things are at the moment in terms of goalkeepers. Thanks, Diga, for joining. Juma, you've joined on TikTok. Thanks very much. And Jamboka, you've joined. Thanks very much. Esther, thanks for joining. Omar, thanks for joining. Vinny, you've joined. Nana, you've joined. Well, our first chat of the day. Our first chat of the day is here. As I don't know why we keep getting issues on our chat app or chatbot. Let me make sure that the chats will come in live. But we have a comment, our first comment of the day. I can't see your name. I'm only seeing an emoji of a dolphin. So yeah, there we go. The chats are now working. So I'm only seeing, and as you guys can see on the screen, I can only see that emoji. But that's our first chat of the day. And it says he only wants United. He only wants United. And that's the way things are. He only wants United. And San Lamens, I'm glad that he only wants United, to be honest. Because he's a keeper that we need to have. He's a keeper that will come in and put in good performances, give the other guys some competition, because we know that Onana at the moment is not good, Bayandia is not good. Sorry, I'm multitasking. The chat overlay is not working, so I want to make sure it is working. Yeah, so Onana is not a good keeper. We know that. We know that also Bayandia is struggling a bit. Yeah, so San Lamens coming in will be a good thing for us. And we want to have that sort of competition. Tom Heaton is third. I hope that he will play against Grimsby, although I'm seeing Amorim playing him against Grimsby. But also Tom Heaton is a good option there. Yeah, so that's the goalkeeper update. There you go. There you go. He only wants United. That's our first chat of the day. Yeah, Neto Savage Gamer, you're saying Bayandia problem is set piece only. I agree with you totally. I agree with you completely. The challenge with Bayandia is set pieces. When it comes to set pieces, he's struggling quite a lot. He's struggling quite a lot, to be honest. Because Bayandia, we know that he's a good keeper. We know that he's good with his feet. He's shown that in terms of passing. He does good passing. In terms of build-up play, he's better than Onana. Where he's not assured is when it comes to set pieces. He's struggling a lot. He needs to be stronger. But if he can keep playing, he'll keep getting better. What I've seen from that United team is that they always want to do better. They want to perform better. Yeah, and it's good to see Bayandia putting in such performances as he is fighting to get the starting lineup. Yeah, so that's a good point by Neto Savage Gamer. And then you're asking, what's your name? Do I call you Dolphin? I'll call you Dolphin. So Dolphin is asking, do you think he will handle the pressure of being a United number one? Yes, he will. He will. The environment right now at United is much better than the way it was last year or 2 years before. So he will handle the pressure. He will handle the pressure because he will get support all round. You look at a player like Dogu, he's come in, he's already weathered that storm in terms of pressure. You look at Yoro, he's handled the pressure. He's performing well. You look at Cunha and Bumo, they are performing well because the environment is much better. And the other thing that the coach is trying to do and has been telling the Manchester United players is don't look at social media. I'm sure if Bruno went to social media yesterday night and today, he will give up playing for United. Honestly, he will give up. So he will handle the pressure. And of course, when he comes in, he might play the cup games. He might not necessarily start the league games. He might play the cup games, some of the odd league games here and there. And he will get that confidence. What I've seen Amorim trying to do is such kind of players is giving them some leeway in terms of starting games, and that's I think what he's doing to Sheshko, making sure that he gets his confidence up. He's 100%, and I'm sure he's going to play the next game. He's going to start the next games. That is so. Yeah, I think he will handle the pressure. So yeah, we still have guys who are joining in. I'm seeing Innocent Mzalendo. Thanks for tuning in, being on the live. I'm seeing. Who else? Walter. I'm seeing Muhe. I'm seeing Shelby, Coley. Coley, I think, was there during our either preview or review. He's also. I'm seeing G Pokemon has joined. So, GroundTALK Live is all about you. GroundTALK Live is all about you. If you want to have your say on the show, you request to join, pick up the mic, and yeah, let's have your say. It's even if you don't want to speak, today is all about you guys. I'm going to read the comments. I'm going to answer any questions. I'm going to, if you want me to debate you on the chat, I'll debate you. It's all about you. Sorry, I'm having a cold, so allow me to. Yeah, I'm still recovering from a bad cold. So if you see me turn on the side, please allow me. Yeah, Neto Savage Gamer, you're saying, why is Amorim giving Dogu 90 every game? Good question. You see what Bruno is struggling with is burnout. Bruno is struggling with burnout, to be honest. He's played all games last season. I think even if he missed one or two. Dogu is the same. We need to give him some rest. And I hope when we have Mazraoui coming in, then he will give Dogu some rest in terms of Mazraoui playing as a right wing back or a right centre back. And then we have now Diogo Dalot, who's also not performing well, playing on the left. Right now, we seriously don't have good left back options, because Harry Amas has left on loan. The only other option we have is Luke Shaw there. We also have Diogo Dalot there. So we don't have good options. And I agree with you that at some point he needs to get some rest. Although he can bring in some academy players. We do have some good academy players who've not gotten out on loan or gone away on loan. So, yeah, we do need to manage his minutes. Dogu is a powerhouse that we need to keep fit. We need to keep on form. Shelby, thanks for your comment. What about the formation? To me, the formation I think is okay. The formation is good. The only problem is that we don't have the right players for any formation, to be honest. Even if we do a 5-2, we do a 4-2-3-1, as I've seen people saying online, or yesterday guys were saying 4-3-3. After last night when my emotions went down, after I had a calm moment, I looked at it and I was like, still, we will have issues with that squad. Because we don't have good midfielders. We don't have a good goalkeeper. So even if we change the formation to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, and I believe I mentioned that yesterday about the 4-3-3, yes, you can have Bruno playing on the right in the midfield, part of the three. You can have who playing on the left as part of the three. You can even have Cunha playing there as part of the three, but now who will play centrally? Or you can have Kobe on the left, Bruno on the right, but now who is going to play as the central midfielder? Unless we sign, let's say, a Baleba, then it can go to a 4-3-3. A 4-2-3-1, similar issues. Who's going to play as the two pivots? Yes, Bruno will play as the 10. Cunha and Mbumo will play as the wingers. We have Sheshko as the forwards. But now who's going to play the two midfielders? One, we are pushing for Kobe to play there, but with who? Casemiro, we know he can't manage a full game. We know Ugarte is a liability. So if you look at that, our squad is not suited at the moment for any formation. We are not suited for any formation. At least in the 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1, we can mitigate the issues. I've also seen guys saying that Martinez comes and plays as a midfielder. Can we really depend on him with the injury issues he's had? We also know that he's quite physical. A couple of yellows is off. So right now, the squad needs an additional midfielder. In fact, we need two more midfielders. We don't need one. We need two. We need two midfielders at this moment. Thoughts on Ahmad as wing back hasn't clicked so far this season. Yesterday, I think we had people also saying the same, and I mentioned that the best performances we've seen from Ahmad is when he's playing as a wing back. Because even when he was playing under Ten Hag, he was given that winger position and he did not quite impress. Until Amorim came in and gave him the wing back position, that's when we saw Ahmad was unlocked. Because Ahmad has space wide, he can be able to cut in. Playing him as a winger, it forces him to play inside in the central regions, and that's where he struggles because he's too basically he either cuts inside with his left foot or looks to go outside, then cut back to his left foot, which is the left, his best side, which is the left, and cross. So some of the good performances from Ahmad are coming from him playing on the wide areas because he can be able to dribble, get into dangerous positions and cross. But centrally, he seems to struggle a bit. So the only thing that I want Ahmad to improve on is his defensive aspects, as well as recently he's holding on to the ball far too long. He's dribbling a lot. Ahmad is dribbling a lot this season. Netro Savage Gamer, you're saying Dogu is an average player for sure. No, actually he's not. Remember, he's only 20 years old. That's a kid. Dogu is still a child in terms of football. And to see a 20-year-old playing like that, his prime is 24, 25, 26, and he's already performing like this. He's not an average player. Honestly, he's not. Diego Leon, yeah, that's also another option. I had forgotten about that. Thanks, Innocent Mzalendo. Diego Leon is also another option at left back. He can come and replace Dogu. And we might see him play against Grimsby. That's a good option. Rest Dogu on Wednesday. Have him ready for Burnley. I had completely forgotten about Diego Leon. Thanks for reminding me. SKD, as usual, the legend. Yeah. Hey guys, ndio kuingia. Karibu sana. Hata hatujaongea sana. We've just started. Today I was a bit late. It seems that every Monday is when TikTok are pushing their updates for TikTok Live. So I had to wait for it. Took like 20 minutes for it to be done. So I think on Mondays I'll be making sure I start the setup probably at around 8. Yeah, so SKD, karibu sana. It's always good to see you. And as the banner says, I think it's easier for me to point with this finger because the camera is inverted. The banner says, join the chat. So if you want to have your say on the mic, request to join. I'll accept your requests and mute your mic. Let's hear your views. Koli, karibu sana. It's good to see you back. I really think Manchester United are playing with old tactics. They should look for a coach like Xavi. Not really. To some extent, I agree. We are using old tactics, but what we are lacking are good technical players. I said yesterday that the 3-4-3 system, you look at teams who are executing it, They have guys who can play across multiple positions and are good technically. You look at an example of Diogo Dalot. He lost the ball, immediately became a goal. Yes, we will blame Bruno for not tracking Emil Smith-Rowe, but Diogo Dalot should have taken good care of that ball. You look at a player like Cunha, like Mbumo, they take good care of the ball. You look at even Mason Mount. Mason Mount is the top G when it comes to ball handling. So the tactics are good because right now the football is dynamic. On paper, you'll see that a team will line up like a 4-3-3. When they start playing, you see that now they are a 3-1-4-2, for example. Or you find that they are now playing as a 3-4-3. You look at City, you look at Liverpool. The system keeps changing. You might line up like a even 5-3-1 or something like that. And all of a sudden, when you're attacking, you find that there are 5 at the top, 2 in the center, 3 at the back. So the system is fluid. The old school system is where I'm a wing back, I stick here. I'm not allowed to go anywhere, I'm a wing back. So you find that the wing backs, the full backs used to get to the half line and stay there. But the system is very fluid. And the Amorim system is a good system. It's just that it's a matter of round pegs in square holes. For example, Bruno, that's not his best position. You look at questionably Ahmad, the wing back might not be his best position. Although he's performing well in that position, it might not be his best position. You look at Maguire in this system, he's performing better because he's a center back, and he's performing way better than when he was under Ten Hag. So if we get good people, for example, Dogu is a good wing back because he has that ability to run up front to attack and to come back and defend. That is something that Diogo Dalot cannot do. It's not something Ahmad can do. So imagine we get another Dogu on the right. So to some extent, I agree with you because the old tactic we want is we have to make certain passes or we have to play a certain pattern until we get to the box. And you remember back then under Arsene Wenger, that's what was causing issues for Arsenal. So, yeah, I agree with you on that. Amorim tactics and the system is not working, bro. 3-4-2-1, 4-3-3 is better with the current squad. I'm telling you honestly, we will question the tactic, but the issue is not the tactic. The issue is we don't have the right players. I'm being honest. We don't have the right players to play in any formation. Even if Amorim changes to a 4-4-3 or a 4-2-3-1, a question I've just asked, who will play in the midfield? Let's change to 4-2-3-1. You have Bruno as the 10, Cunha as the left wing, Mbumo as the right wing. Let's say we now decide we are going to play we are going to play Kobe as one of the pivots. Who's going to play next to him? Mount, Ugarte, Casemiro. Still issues there. Still issues there. Until we, either way, whether we play a 3-4-2-1, a 4-3-3, we play a 4-4-2, we still don't have good players in that squad. That squad is not complete. We are still under transition. Lisandro Martinez, kama number 6. Yeah, he can play there, but he's not as reliable when it comes to the injury record. He's not as reliable when it comes to the injury record. So he can play there, but I'm a bit skeptical about his injury record. SKD are saying we shouldn't change the formation, just give Amorim time. Fergie also took 5 years to get it right. And that's the comment of the day. That's the comment of the day, to be honest. We need to give him time. And I said yesterday, he also needs to take advantage of the time he's being given. Because I said, if we get to November, before that November international break, and we are still losing matches, then it's very difficult to give him time. But if we win the odd games here and there, let's say we beat Burnley, we draw against City and Chelsea, we beat West Ham, then probably we lose 2 games here and there, he will have time. He will get more time. But we need to be patient with the manager. It's game 2 out of 38. The squad is sorted for a 4-3-3? No, it's not. In a 4-3-3, you need a very good central midfielder. We don't have that. Who will play in the center? Casemiro, Bruno, Ugarte, Kobe. A 4-3-3 is a V. It's like this. So when you have Bruno playing as the right, you're playing, let's say, Kobe in the left. Who will sit in that team at the moment? Who will sit? Give me a name and I'll accept the 4-3-3 is sorted for this system. 4-1-2-3, similar problem. Who will be the one? Yes, you have the 2 center backs, you have the 2 full backs, the 2 midfielders up top. Let's say it's Kobe and Bruno, or Mount and Bruno, or Mount and Kobe, and the 3 up front you have Cunha, Seshko, Mbumo. But who will sit? Even if you ask Casemiro to sit there, he can't perform for 3 games in a row. Still need good options, man. Amorim is never changing his formation, guys. Dolphin, yes. He will die on that hill. Trust me, he will. Who implemented positional-based football, my view. That is working for Chelsea, City, Liverpool. Yeah, and if you look at Amorim, whenever he's on the bench, he's very frustrated. Most of the time, he's frustrated with the players. Let's just be honest. Most of the time, he's frustrated with the players. Most of the time, you see him flicking his hair, you see him doing this, you see him biting his lips, him looking down, making noise to his coaches. It's like these guys are not doing what they were told. He's not getting what he expects from them. So, yeah, the system to me is good. The system, we've seen it being played elsewhere. Leverkusen won with it. Frankfurt also are playing it and they were winning matches with it. Sporting were winning matches. Chelsea won the league with a 3-4-3. So we can't say it's not working. We have to admit that we don't have good players. We don't have a good squad. I don't know why we are running away from that fact. We all want to blame the coach, but I'm telling you honestly, even if you bring a coach that will play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, we still don't have good players. Honestly, we don't. Kelvin Mwangi, karibu sana, welcome back. Hello there. Yeah, karibu sana. Always a regular. Sheshko should 100% start on Wednesday. I agree with you. Also 100%. What about Yoro? That boy, if he continues playing like that, he should be in the discussion for Ballon d'Or. Whether United are relegated or not, that boy is good. That boy, for his age, is playing like a 30-year-old. Minja the Red from YouTube. First comment from YouTube. Thanks very much for watching on YouTube. Minja is a bro. He's a brav. We go way back. With him. And in case you don't know who he is on X, he's called UTD Minja at United Minja. He's also part of the project as well, and he has good views on football, so make sure you give him a follow on X as well. So you're saying, great show. I agree that the system is fluid. It just needs the right players. A good DM is necessary to get the best out of this system. Took the words out of my mouth. Keep saying the same thing. Regardless of the system, we still need a good CDM and a DLP. Central defensive midfielder and a deep lying playmaker. If we have Baleba and Angelo Stiller, for example, we won't need Bruno, we won't need Casemiro, we won't need Ugarte starting 11. We'll just have them as squad players to rest the other players. But if we get them to, for example, with this system, the 4-3-3, the 3-4-3, the 4-2-3-1, whichever system, those are very good options in midfield. Honestly, that is a top comment there. I am back, and what did I say about Bruno? Bad captain, salute. Salute. You are spot on. You are spot on Bruno's prediction. You are right. I have nothing more to say. You are right. But even the best players have bad games. Shakur Ali, you're saying it's high time. And karibu sana, bad captain. Karibu Shakur, karibu Minja. And also, before I continue reading the comments, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Currently, we are on how many subscribers? Let's just have a look. Yesterday, we ended the show with 60. Now we are on 62. 62 subscribers. One more subscriber has just joined. Our target is to get to 100. Someone said before September. That's a few days ago, but you guys, I know you will subscribe. No pressure, no pressure. We're also on 2840 followers on TikTok. We want to get to 3,000 followers on TikTok. Yesterday, I think we were at 2812, if I'm not wrong. So please make sure you subscribe on YouTube, and you also give us a follow on TikTok. It's high time Bruno leaves. He's a big liability that people ignore. Yes and no. I keep saying that right now we can't afford to let Bruno go. He just needs rest. He also needs to be called out. For example, after that Fulham game, he shouldn't be anywhere near the starting 11 against Burnley. He should be on the bench. Regardless of whether he's a captain or not, he should not be receiving special treatment from the coach. He should be told, last game you didn't perform well, this game you are starting on the bench. You remember when Mourinho was the coach and we had Rashford and what was his name? Martial. Rashford and Martial fighting for the same position. You remember how they performed? Martial was coming in, scores goals, gives assists. Rashford is told, go to the bench. Martial starts the next game. Rashford comes in, when Martial doesn't perform, scores a hat-trick or scores a brace, gives an assist. Next game, the same. So we need to have the same for Bruno. Amorim said that Kobe is vying for the same position as Bruno. So give him the bench. In the next game, let Kobe start. Yeah. The problem with selling Bruno right now is every team needs a Bruno kind of player. You look at City, they needed De Bruyne. When De Bruyne was not playing, that team was disjointed. You look at Arsenal, remove Odegaard from that team, they are disjointed. So we need us Bruno, but he needs to be played in the right position, as well as he needs to be rested. Bad captain, Bruno has to go. I agree with you, but not now. Let's give him one more season, sell him next summer. I don't see Šeško bringing an impact for now until we have a good midfielder and wingers who can supply balls. Yeah, true. One of the issues we have, and I posted this on X, is that our players don't know how to play with a striker. And Højlund has been vindicated, to be honest. Højlund has been vindicated. We can't blame Højlund. We just have players who don't know how to play with a forward. We started getting opportunities when Maguire came in. Other than the first 10 minutes, we had nothing to offer. And one thing that is bothering me is we have Cunha and Mbumo, and players who are opting not to play them the balls. If you have the two best players on the pitch, you look at getting them into the game. You look at passing the ball to them. You look at creating space for them. You look at elevating them to be able to create for the team. Yeah, so I agree with you, Collie. Until we get good midfielders and wingers, not even that, until Amorim sorts out the supply issues, Šeško will be another Højlund, to be honest. So Højlund, as much as we blame him, CG fast touch, CG back at goal, Højlund, part of the issue is United don't know how to play with a forward. This formation cannot work. How comes Ahmad and Bumo played? Again, which formation are you wanting us to play? Because we don't have the right players for any formation at the moment. We don't have the right players for any formation. And what I like about Amorim is, let's stick to it until it works. Ten Hag came, changed, perished. Ole Gunnar came, changed, perished. Mourinho came, changed, perished. Van Gaal came, changed, perished. So this revisionism needs to stop. And the other thing, as fans, we need to stop having this dopamine effect where a new manager bounce happens, we get all excited, and then when a tough moment comes, oh, this is not working. Oh, this coach does not know what he's doing. Oh, this formation is not working. These players are not blah, blah, blah. No, we need to have a plan and stick to it. Even if we change the formation, honestly, we don't have midfielders to play in any formation. And that's our biggest problem. Buy us a midfielder, Ineos, get us a midfielder and see United having good fortunes. A 4-2-3-1, I've said, who plays in the double pivot? Assuming you have Kobe playing as one of the pivots, who plays with him? Ugarte, Casemiro? 4-3-3 similar, who plays as the deep lying playmaker or DM? Who plays there? So it's not the formation. It's just the players, round pegs in square holes. What are you telling us? Amorim must go, Bwana? Yeah, I am Peter. We have fans who are saying that, and everyone is entitled to their opinion, but what I'm asking for is patience, because the next manager comes in, doesn't perform in 3 months, then you'll start saying he goes. Will that be the trend? At what point will we settle down and say, we will stick with this guy until things go right? If social media was a big thing when Ferguson started coaching, he would have been sacked. Wenger could have been sacked, because Wenger, we know that Arsene Wenger was always going for top 4. He could have been sacked. Right now, Arteta is under pressure. If he doesn't win the Premier League, he's gone. Look at Klopp. How long did it take Klopp to win the league? Look at the squad he started with and the squad he won the league with. The likes of Henderson left. He had, I think, who else was there? If I remember that, let me just look at the squad, to be honest. We need to be patient. Liverpool squad. Let me just go 2018. When did Klopp start? Let's see. Yeah, he had Milner. He had Coutinho. And these are big name players. Still didn't perform. Look Loris Karius, Danny Ward, Joel Matip, Dejan Lovren, Mamadou Sakho. And these are players he did sign. Nathaniel Klein. He had John Flanagan. Yeah, you look at Emre Can, Lucas Leiva, Marco Grukic, Kevin Stewart, Paulinho, Coutinho was there, Adam Lallana was there, Sadio Mane was there, he was still new. Harry Wilson, Roberto Firmino, he had just joined. Daniel Sturridge, Divock Origi, Danny Ings. Danny Ings was their one of their forward options. But when Liverpool were winning the league, all these players had gone, almost all of them. So we need to be patient. We can't be struggling a few months and then, Chuja coach. No. I understand we are emotional. I'm also angry with Amorim. But we need to give a coach time. Even if Xavi comes, he will still struggle. He struggled with Barcelona and they sacked him. Otherwise, he will still be the coach. You look at PSG. PSG have been sacking managers left, right, and center until they decided to settle with one and support him. The manager came in and said, I don't need Bape, I don't need Ugarte, I don't need all these players. And he was given whatever he wants. The only difference with PSG and Manchester United at the moment, we don't have the money. We don't have oil money. So we need to be patient. Honestly, we need to be patient. I know right now we are angry, but we need to be patient. Casemiro, apana, I agree with you. Casemiro has gotten to a point where he needs to be a sub. He needs to be coming in as a sub and play the odd games here and there. Uko poa bro, naumwa juu ya Amorim. Me too. Me too. If Minja, who's on YouTube, can tell you whatever we are discussing on our private channels. I'm pissed off by Amorim, to be honest. I'm so pissed. Because we are drawing 1-1, you bring on 2 defenders. Bruno is struggling, you bring on a defensive midfielder. Then you take out Mount, who's even performing better than Bruno. So it's painful. And now I'm wondering, what if it was a loss? What if it was a loss? Can you imagine you are reacting this way and it's a draw? What if it was a loss? We signed Amorim because of his 3-4-3 formation. I don't know why sahi kila mtu anasema we change. SKD, you are like Jeff. You and Jeff, you always have some comments that leave someone wondering. Leave someone thinking twice. Exactly. And we didn't take a coach who was failing. We took a coach who was winning the leagues. He won back. By the time he was leaving Sporting, they were like 21 points ahead or 17 points ahead. No, they were 11 points ahead. So now that he's a United coach, all of a sudden it can't work. When he went, there's a video that was done by a Sporting fan on YouTube. And he said the first season Amorim came in, he sold 14 players. Him and Veranda, they sold 14 players and built a new squad. And he brought in academy graduates. The question is, as United fans, are we ready for that? We keep saying that, what was his name? He came and said, open heart surgery. It's not something to look with your specs, or even if you can look with your eyes, you can see. There are glaring mistakes. So even if we decide that we are sacking Amorim, the next manager will come in, we start from scratch. No, we can't. Amorim went to Sporting and changed the whole squad. The first season, I think he finished 4th or 3rd. And then from there on, he was winning titles. Kama kunywa maji. So we need to be patient. How did he perform at Sporting? He won, I think, the league 3 times out of the 4 years he was there. Let me confirm. Amorim was giving... Do you know how long it took for Sporting to win the league? It was always Benfica and Porto dominating. Then this guy came in, the Portuguese league. He changed everything. Let me confirm. I think he won the trophy the season 3 years in 4 seasons. Where is this coaching? Yeah. Yeah, he won in 2021, 23, 24, and 24, 25. And we can say that he contributed to Sporting winning the league last season. I believe they won. So, and remember, this is a coach that Man City wanted to replace Guardiola. Man City wanted him so that he replaces Guardiola. But he said he wants to come to United because it's a project. He wants to build a squad. So let's give him time. Manchester United plays like Burnley, and don't be surprised if that game goes the other way. Yeah, right now we are not confident of the game. SKD, you're saying, at Dolphin, you're saying at SKD exactly, you're agreeing with him. Hi bro, Etimainu, nataka kuhama. Those are just rumors, clickbaits. Mainu is not going anywhere. Journalists have a way of using United to get clicks and to sell papers. Mainu is not going anywhere. If he was to go, he would have left kitambo sana. A lot of clubs want him. Like Chelsea would have already made a bid. So far, there is no club that has come with a bid unless something has come in while we are alive, which I don't think so. Yeah, nah. Mainu could have left a long time ago. If he was on the market, he would have left a long time ago. And Morinke, sorry, karibu sana. It's good to see you. Buddy Morris 007, I think it's your first time chatting on the live or joining the show. It's always good to have new members of the UKG community, UKG family. It's good to see you. Problem is every player wants to score. That's the truth. Morinke, you're adding and saying Bruno and Laumiwa Bureju. He was the flop of the match. He didn't perform well. He missed the penalty. If he scored that penalty, the game would have been completely different, to be honest. Fulham was struggling in the first half. And also the penalty, the moment you miss it, the momentum is lost. And Fulham now get renewed hope that they can get something out of the game. What about Mainu? He wants to go, just answer it for me. Mainu is not going anywhere. Mainu is not going anywhere. Rona254, think it's your first time commenting. Mainu is not going anywhere. I'll be shocked if he goes. And I'll eat humble pie if he goes. I don't see Mainu going anywhere. The problem is the formation, no. The problem is not the formation. I've said, even if we have a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, the issues are still the same. We don't have midfielders. It's not the formation. No, it's not the formation. It's the problem you have in midfield. Yeah. Mainu is ready to leave Manchester United. I don't know why Amorim don't want to. Of course, he wants to leave because World Cup is around the corner. And he wants to play. So let's see whether he plays against Grimsby and Burnley, especially after the online uproar and the fans making noise about it. There is no problem with Garnacho. Haruna, you're saying there is no problem with Garnacho, Rashford, and others. Haruna, I completely disagree with you. 101%, 1,000%. Those guys are a huge problem. Those guys are a massive problem. Garnacho was always leaking team news, leaking lineups. Anything that happens in the dressing room in Carrington, he leaks. His brother was posting that news or giving to a journalist to say on a podcast. Rashford, pride, too proud. Too proud. Anthony, we got swindled. We were scammed. Malacia, we were also scammed. And I'll give reference to Arsenal. When Arteta came in, he looked at those players. He looked at Ozil. He looked at Lacazette. He looked at Aubameyang and said, these guys are causing issues in the dressing room because they are big players, they have big egos, and I cannot control them, and I cannot even use them to change whatever is happening. These are some of the players that have made the coaches lose their job, so they are a big problem. And furthermore, you look at how Cunha and Bumo are playing, we are like, what were Garnacho and Rashford doing? Go and watch the Barcelona game where Rashford played. He was even subbed off. He couldn't play. In fact, the Barcelona fans are starting to say they are making a mistake, or they made a mistake signing him. Mohamed, why Amorim didn't want DT? Who's DT? Let me know. Haruna, exactly. Mbona hawabai. We don't have money. I never blamed Hoyland. Those forwards are not getting balls. I agree with you to some extent. To some point also, Hoyland was not performing well whenever he got the chances. So I'm going to rush through a bit. I've seen TikTok have a 1 hour time limit. I don't know why. That's why I want you guys also to be coming over to YouTube. We continue with the chat. Because like yesterday, the chat ended abruptly. I found that I was only talking to myself and the YouTube followers. So, in case TikTok kicks me out, come over to YouTube and we'll continue the chat there a bit. I don't know why the 1 hour time limit is there. Maino is ready to leave Manchester United. I don't know why Amorim. I think I've already said that. Vipi kuhusu Mainu anaondoka? Mainu is not going anywhere. Those are just rumors. Mainu cannot play midfield. He can. I mentioned previously in one of the shows that Mainu can play in the midfield, but he needs to improve his positioning. He needs to improve his runs. He needs to play like Carrick, the way Carrick and Lampard used to play. They were not fast players. Sorry, I'm just taking a mint because my voice is a bit hoarse. They were not like let's say who was running like Pogba. He was running all over. He was good. They were not like also Paul Scholes was a bit slow. So Kobe is that sort of a midfielder. He just needs to improve his game in terms of positioning, read the game, be in good position so that he does not get to run back into the midfield or into the defensive areas to defend. Because whenever he's bypassed, Mainu is slow tracking back. He's good on the ball. He's press resistant, sorry. But he can play in the midfield, and we saw that he can play. Look at the Lyon game, Atletico game, Liverpool game. He played well, and he was even scoring goals. So he can play there. It's just that he needs to be paired with a midfielder who can run and cover spaces. What pays is patience. Let us be patient. Good things don't come so easily or early. Mohammed, another one, a regular, who always has good comments. And I think this is the third comment of the night. Patience. Of course, Amorim needs to improve, but we need to be patient. Let me tell you, as fans, we make a lot of noise. We have a lot of opinions. But any one of us is given that job, we couldn't last a month or even a week. It's a tough job. Because we have to sort out messes that have been made over the last 10 years. Poor signings, bad decisions in financing, and Amorim is doing a good job with Ineos. So it's not only Amorim, it's also Ineos, because this is an Berrada signing. Ashworth wanted to have West Ham's manager, what is his name, Potter. Ashworth wanted Manchester United to be coached by Graham Potter. Potter was dismantled 5-1 by Chelsea. And if you watch that game, West Ham had nothing to offer. Amorim alikuwa sawa, problem ni psychology ya game. Bruno alikuwa achie Kunya, pressure yao bao ipungue. Yeah, I agree with you. Bruno also needs to accept that he's no longer the main man at United. Fellaini, thanks for your first comment of the night. Bruno needs to accept he's no longer the main man. Allow other players to play. Amorim ni motivational speaker, stress kila siku. Pretty. Is he worse than Ten Hag? Is he worse than Ten Hag? Ten Hag used to say, we tried, the team tried, the performance was good, we were unlucky to lose. But Amorim is saying as it is, he's saying these guys need to perform better. And of course, you saw him punching the TV the other day. Fellaini is saying Cunha and Brumo, but Brumo wants everything, of course. Kevin Mwangi, the moment I saw the lineup, I knew there was danger ahead. Remember what I told you on Saturday? I told you guys Amorim will start the same lineup. Mukapingana. Mkasema, Sheshko aanze, Onana acheze, Maguire. I told you, Amorim, don't be shocked if he plays the same lineup. And it happened. And I told you that if he does that, we might struggle. And it happened. So, Kelvin, if you remember, I told you. What happened to this club? I'm working on a profile video of United and Amorim. Unfortunately, it's taking a lot of time. Shida ya sisi wa Kenya is I have a bad cold, my God. Shida ya sisi wa Kenya ni you have a day job, and of course we do this as a hobby. So my day job is taking a lot of time. I'm also looking for guys who can join the project to do video editing and stuff. We are not making any money, so si ati natangaza kazi. Let me just be upfront on that. So I'm trying to make a video of the profile to highlight what happened to United. It started in 2005. The issue started in 2005 when the Glazers bought the club. And the worst mistakes happened over the last 10 years since Ferguson left. Buying players like Di Maria. Casemiro is another one. We started doing the Galactico style, thinking that we are still stronger than the rest of the league. In the meantime, City were building. Liverpool were rebuilding. Arsenal are rebuilding. Brighton, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, they came into the Premier League, bought 26 players or so, I think 23. Everyone laughed at them. Now they are in Europe. They are getting into European places. While we are still buying Galactico-style players, we get a manager, we buy the players that the manager doesn't want. You remember back then when we wanted players like, let me give an example of Ten Hag. He wanted players from Barcelona. He didn't get. We want Harry Kane. We say 100 million is too much. We say let's get Cavani. Let's get Højlund. Yeah. And we miss out on players. That's how we started. That's how we got here. And I don't know why we are expecting these mistakes to be handled in a matter of months. I keep saying, this issue is not a football manager or a FIFA kind of issue to sort out. We need to have a realistic view of what's happening to Manchester United. These are not issues like on Football Manager or FIFA you have 100, 200 million pounds in transfers, you click buttons to negotiate, you click buttons to play the game, win, and then now in the real world view you come and say Amorim should have this formation, this player should play here. No. These are mistakes that have been done over the last 10 years. Cannot be fixed in a year even. You look at Ineos, the work they are doing behind the scenes. The last time we had a big major project was in 2013 when 2003 if I'm not wrong, or 2013. I think I'm confusing years. When Carrington was built or renovated. Ineos have come in, pumped their own money, did a new Carrington. No one is talking about that. We enjoyed the photos for a few days. Then now we are back to negativity. Amorim came in, has swiped the slate clean. Said all these players are useless, sell them. But what do we do as fans? We make noise. We say we want to get the club where it belongs, but we are not ready to go through the pain. Look at Juve. Do you think Juventus fans enjoyed their team being relegated? They didn't. For some time, Juventus were going for free transfers, old players. They were getting players on a free because they can't afford transfer fees. They were going for old players, and Juventus came up to a point where they got to a European final, although they lost to Barcelona, I think in 2017. But they went through that pain until they got there. And guess who was their manager all that time? Allegri. Allegri was their manager. He didn't enjoy having old players in his team while the likes of Inter Milan, AC Milan are dominating. had all the best players playing in European semi-finals, quarterfinals, finals. No, they were not enjoying it. But they had to go through that pain. Right now, Juventus is one of the big teams. Again, look at AC Milan, similar problems to United. Made poor investments, got new owners, made some poor decisions. Yes, they got back, they won a league. And now they are back struggling again. Look at Napoli. They struggled, gave manager the time, gave him the right players, bought players for the project, and now they are winning the league. They are winning leagues. They are dominating the league. Sporting, similar. It wasn't easy for Sporting fans to see all of their favorite players being sold. Remember, Amorim is the one who sold Bruno to United in January, because he said, this guy, I don't need him in this squad. He's not the right profile. So we need to go through the pain. We can't talk about a transition and not be ready to go through the transition. So as much as we want Amorim out, as much as we want another manager, I would rather struggle with this manager until he succeeds, because he will succeed. The job that him and Ineos are doing behind the scenes, we are not seeing it to the full extent, but they are doing it. You look at the signings you are making right now. If Woodward was still at United, we couldn't have bought Lenioro. We couldn't have bought Dogu. Yeah? We couldn't have bought these young players. We couldn't have bought Eden Heaven. He was bought for around 1.5, 2 million pounds. Right now, he looks like a 30, 40 million pound kind of player. We wouldn't have bought them. Probably we would have gone for some flashy player out there. Same issues. So we need to be patient, guys. Please be patient. Don't give up. What about Garnacho? Will he go or what? Garnacho is gone. We are just waiting for Chelsea to pay up. Kevin Mwangi was saying, my Wi-Fi is unstable. I think I will send the guest request another day. Yeah. Don't worry. Your comments are still okay. Your comments are still okay. I'm reading the comments. And thanks for everyone who's contributed. And I think our hour is up. Nafuatilia chini ya maji. Yeah. Any other last comment, question, or suggestion before we end the live? This has been GroundTALK Live. Reading your comments, responding to them. And please, my opinion is not final. My opinion is not final. I know sometimes I can be pushy in terms of arguing my points, but it's always good to have you contribute. It's always good to agree on some things, disagree on another thing. Next live will be tomorrow. Next live is tomorrow. And then after Tuesday, the next time we are meeting is Friday. So the next live is tomorrow. Kevin Mwangi. Any other comment, question, or suggestion? Let's see whether we've increased the number of subscribers. 63. One more. We've gotten one more. Thanks to the new subscriber. I don't know why the pop-up is not coming up. I set up a way that a pop-up will show up on screen whenever you have a new subscriber. Let me know what you think. Did you like the live chat on screen? Did you like it? Let me know. Should we keep it? Or guys who are afraid to comment because their comment will be seen. So thanks a lot, guys. Henry Mundua, I see you there. New Modern Furnitures, I'm seeing you. Thanks for joining. And 2 viewers who didn't log in. For the 2 viewers who are viewing and didn't log in, we are very much welcome. Thanks to Minja the Red on YouTube. Thanks for your comments, and thanks to everyone who's commented. I'm seeing new members or new watchers, viewers. For example, Pridi, Karibu Sana, Haruna. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you made a couple of comments. Rona 254, I think it's also your first time. Correct me if I'm wrong. The usuals are like Mohammed, Morinke, Kevin Mwangi, Netro Savage Gamer, Badi Morris 007, I think it's also your first time. Karibu sana. The SKD, the usual. Koli, a regular as well. I am Peter. I think you're also a new one. Thanks for joining the UKG family. Bad Captain, yeah, I think it's your second time or third time. Karibu sana. Dolphin, I think it's also your first time. Made a couple of comments, and you are first chatter on TikTok. So, guys, until next time, until tomorrow at 9, see you tomorrow at 9. And I hope to see you tomorrow at 9. Kevin Mwangi, you're saying the chat is okay, but next time make it brighter. I think on TikTok, because I'm squeezing the YouTube overlay or the YouTube screen on TikTok. That's why it's small. But I think you guys on TikTok do see comments on the bottom part below where we have the followers. So yet again, I need to push you guys to go over YouTube as well. But point taken, Kevin. Point taken. Rono, you are saying, of course, yeah. It's your first time or second time? First time or second time? Rona. John Gachugu, JGM, you're saying yes. Unajua kule ushago, in up country, the greeting are yes, yeah. So I'm responding, yeah. So should we keep the chat? I'm thinking, John, you're saying yes. So yeah, probably what I'll do, I'll make it a bit bigger, and I'll try to... Oh, first time. Come on, guys. Let's clap for Rona. Let's clap for him. Put your phone down and clap, or you post your clap emojis on the chat. Karibu sana, your first time. Welcome to the UKG family. We are building a community here. We are building a Manchester United fan community. And I keep saying, we don't lock out from other teams joining. We have Arsenal fans who come in. We have Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans who come in. Yesterday, we had a fan from Indonesia. And he subscribed to our YouTube channel. That was the highlight of the day. So Rona and everyone else who's coming for the first time, welcome. Kevin Mwangi, there you go. Mahbub, there you go. Welcome to you. Welcome, Rona, and everyone who's new on the channel, who's new on the page. And let me now let the new guys, the new members know how we roll. So every Monday we have this show, GroundTALK Live. It's all about you, the fans. We discuss on chat, or you get to call in live. Unfortunately, today we didn't get anyone to call in live and give their views. I also dropped the ball a bit. I didn't post the link on YouTube. I'll make sure I do so before we start the show. So basically, someone requests to join on TikTok. They have their views. They speak. Or they comment if they are not willing to speak on YouTube as well. Then on Tuesdays, it's just general discussion. So tomorrow we are going to speak about Manchester United, Amorim, Kobe, and the latest news. So tomorrow is a big discussion. I'll see whether I'll get some guys to come on board and join the show. It might be a short notice, but if I can get one or two to join the show, it's also good to have guests. And then on Fridays, we usually have Chaos Square Ground. So Chaos Square Ground is where we review whatever has happened on the ground the entire week. So we just discuss latest news, latest rumors, latest hot topics, qua ground. And then on Saturdays, or the day before the game, most of our games are on Saturdays, then we get to have a preview. So let's say if a game will be on Saturday, our preview will be on Friday. And we can combine with the Chaos Square Ground. If the game is on Monday, we do a preview on Sunday. And then immediately after the game, we do our review, our match review. So that's the lineup for anyone who wants to join. Also, we are across all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, we are there, United Kwa Ground. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you share. You like the stream. I'm seeing we have 1.2k likes. We have 4 new followers who've joined in, and 4 people who are currently live also joining. On YouTube, United Minja is viewing. I'm also seeing some other viewers there, but I can't tell who it is. It's still a new setup. I'm figuring it out, quite complex from what I was used to, but things are shaping up quite well. So thanks for all your suggestions. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the new followers. Thanks for the new subscribers. Let's see whether we've added one more on YouTube. Still 63, but that's all good. That's all right. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll also do a preview of the Grimsby game. So I had forgotten about that. So tomorrow, yes, on Facebook, no. On Facebook is United Kwa Ground. United Kwa Ground. So, United Kwa, no, yes, United Kwa Ground. Sorry, United Kwa Ground. That's the name of the channel. I think it's a bit squeezed up top there, but it's UTD KWA Ground. So if you just search UTD KWA Ground on Facebook, you'll find us. So until next time, that is tomorrow. See you. Keep safe. Make sure you take your dinner, your breakfast, your lunch, wherever you are across the globe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers and God bless. Bye-bye.